Nampak? Saya rekod ya. Alright. Okay, so boleh present lah hari ni dengan saya je lah. Q&A kan, semua dengan saya saja. Okay. Boleh.
Assalamualaikum. Sekejap. Very cool.
Tak apa.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day. I'm Prof. Azhar, the visiting lecturer for today, and also my internship partner, Fitri. I am Najwa, and I'm presenting about the industrial training that I've done at Tunbuk National University, Korea. So we will go through from the introduction, report on activities, experience in knowledge, conclusion, and also comment and suggestion. So for the introduction, Jeonbuk National University, or here we call it as JBNU or Jeonbuk Daehakkyo, is located in Jeonju, Republic of Korea, and then it's founded in 1947 as the flagship national university for the Jeollabuk-do province. And then JBNU has grown to 17 college and 14 graduate schools, and it has about 32,000 students and 2,500 full-time and part-time professors. And then the Department of Chemistry. Chemistry department here offers bachelor's, master, and also PhD degrees, which is with the specialization in all areas, which includes the organic chemistry, inorganic chemistry, analytical chemistry, physical chemistry, and so on. So the department currently has 15 faculty members, over 30 graduate students, and over 300 undergraduate students. And the faculty also excels in the teaching, research, and has deeply dedicated to the advice and actively participate in the guidance of students. So next is the report on activities. So for the first activity that we have done in the internship program, here is Prof. Anna, our supervisor, have give us the scientific journal for us to read and to understand better about what the project they are doing here. So from the journal, we can see that her project is more about the visible light from it, which is more to radical reaction. And then this is the summary that I have done and I have submitted to Prof. Anna. And then next is the reaction synthesize. So during the lab work, I have entered the lab and then assisted by PhD students, postgraduate student under Prof. Anna, which named Suji. So the reactions that I've done in the lab is the synthesis of 2-iodothioanisole, and then the methyl diethyl 1-ylmalonate, and then aryl diisonium tetrafluoroborate salt via Keyman reaction, and then Sonogashira coupling, and also the new reaction with diiodine salt. And then here is the overall chemical reaction. For the first one is actually the starting material. The starting material here is actually Sujit has done one reaction before that. And then this is the product, and then this is the further reaction. So we can see the difference here and here. And then for the second reaction is from dimethylmalonate reacts with propagyl bromide, and then third reaction is the aryl diisonium tetrafluoroborate salt. is using the Schiemann reaction, and then from aniline we can get the aryl diazonium salt. And then for the fourth reaction is Sonogashira coupling. So from here, basically from the reaction that we are synthesized, the product we will use to make a new reaction. So basically for the new reaction that Sujit's project is, he's not telling us much as it is quite confidential because it is not official written yet. So he just teach us about how to handle the apparatus and also the equipments in the lab. So this is the crucial lab skills in organic chemistry lab. So first we will do the reaction, and then we will proceed to the extraction, and then we will use the TLC to check the purity or the mixture of the product, and then we will purify the product. And then, so this is from the reaction, as I told before. So for the first picture, we can see that the blue light reaction, this is done by Sujit. And then this is for the Schiemann reaction. And then this is from the Sonogashira reaction. And then this one, this picture is from Sujit reaction. And then the pictures from the bottom here is the sum of the product. So here the product is has iodine in it. So the product is colored pinkish. So next is the TLC checking. This is some of the TLC that I've checked in the lab. So we'll use the small capillary and also acetone to wash it. So next is the purification. So from here we can see the purification process. So using the column, and then we will collect it, and then we will check the TLC from here. So from here, most of the column chromatography that I have prepared the column itself. So from the silica, and then the product here, and then the sodium sulfate and salt. So next is other crucial lab skills, which is includes the concentration of the product, and also how to transfer the product into the small vial. So next is the equipment handling. This one is rotary evaporator. So it is used for concentrating the product. And then we also use DCMS, NMR here. And then here is the glove box, which in the glove box itself, there is only nitrogen gases there. So it is for the most environment sensitive reaction. And then we also do the silica cutting. TLC in TLC silica cutting plates. So next is the here we can see the solvent is being exposed to the nitrogen and also the dehydrating agent here. So this is preparation for the environment sensitive reaction. And then this is our lab mates. And in the middle here is our professor, our supervisor, Prof. Anna. And this is Suji. And then this is our lab mate from India, and also from Korea. And then this is other activities that we have done here. Since we are joined here as exchange student, so we also required to enter the Korean class and also the trips. Yeah. So for the experience and knowledge, I learned on the hard skill and also soft skills. So basically, I've learned the lab conducting skills, and then I have to be independent here since we are at a foreign country. I have to independent more, and then meticulous attention to details. I think from my experience in the lab itself, Sujit has uh, teach me a lot of things, and I am capable to do things that to give more attention to detail, and also the ability to control and prevent contamination. Basically, this one is more to when we wash the apparatus, we have to really make sure that the apparatus is clean enough. And then in soft skills here, also I have, I think it is getting better for the communication skill because I have to communicate with foreigner. I am also as foreigner here, so I have to communicate with my postgraduate and also my lab partner. And then I also have learned about the good team working skills, time management, and also the skill of being patient, of course. It is especially when we do the preparation. And then for the Korean culture related, we also learned that they are very hardworking and also very punctual. We can see this obvious when we are at the class. And then for the conclusion, on the lab work itself, then here we are doing a lot of organic reaction and organic fuel, which is more to new reaction and also purification of desired product. And then we also do hands-on lab equipment. And then I also realized that I have a lot of chances and opportunities to do more in chemistry. And also from the internship itself, I can see that I am capable to do more in chemistry, and also I am encouraged to do the further study to master and PhD. For the comment and suggestion, we like to suggest here to do more hands-on experiment, also longer duration for lab work. But however, I have the good comments here, which is the environment, which is surrounded with a very, very helpful people. And I learned a lot how they behave and how they learn here. And also I feel free to ask anything about what we don't understand, what we are not knowing, even from the basic. Yeah. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Najwa. So I think you have learned a lot, sort of extension of your final year project. What did you do for your FIP?
I did analysis under Dr. Jaafar.
But due to the PKP, there's
Yeah.
not much that you can do. So it's good now that you have hands-on experience, because
Yeah.
due to the condition during your FYP time. So it's good. It's good. But another thing is, since you have exposed with your lab mates, so how
Yeah.
many other postgraduate students there? Are there many in the lab, or
In my lab itself, there is three.
there are three, right?
The student, master student is the Korean one, and then two postgrad students from India.
From India, okay. So you can communicate with them well,
Yeah.
all right? Because apart from exposure to chemistry skills or chemistry related skills, okay, we would like to have those under industrial training to expose themselves with working environment, particularly in industry, because the industry way of doing things probably different in university, in research lab. But it's fine. I think you have done a great job, and then you have I mean, on behalf of Dr. Hazlin and the faculty, I think you have fulfilled the objective. Yeah.
Thank you, Prof.
How long did you spend for the lab?
After the class,
You have class.
yeah, you have class too.
How many hours of attending classes?
For the class from 9 here to 10 something. So after class, we have to go to the lab.
What class is
I-
it?
Korean.
Oh, language.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you plan to further study?
I'm still thinking about it.
All right.
Yeah.
So it's good. I mean, that you have the opportunity. So thank you, Najwa. So I think what you can do after this is to share with me the slides. So I think there's no issue. Can we switch to Fitri? All right.
Thank you, Prof.
All right. Najwa need to unshare first, then Fitri can share.
Atau macam mana cari? So, Assalamualaikum and good evening to our beloved visiting lecturer and my late partner. So today I would like to present about industrial training report. So for the table of content, there is an introduction, activities, knowledge or experience, conclusion and comment or suggestion. So for the introduction, Jeonbuk National University is one of the national research university located in Jeonju, Republic of Korea. So there are 17 colleges and 14 graduate schools with approximately 30,000 students and 2,000 professors. So Department of Chemistry is under College of Natural Sciences with specialization in all areas including analytical, inorganic, organic, physical, biochemistry, and nanochemistry. So for the activities, firstly, we are assigned to review some scientific journal related to organic chemistry on light reaction for synthesis of compound. When we summarize the article, it helps us to understand the content better before enter the lab. So for there are 3 journal that assigned to us, which is visible light promoted synthesis of diaryl, sulfides under air, direct C3 carbamylation of 2H indazoles, and thirdly, oxidative CS bond cleavage of benzyl thiols enabled by visible light mediated silver 2 complexes. So next is we have to purify the compound. by using thin layer chromatography and column chromatography method to isolate desired product. We are using a column chromatography method, and we have to concentrate the desired compound using rotary evaporator. So this is like Najwa said, Sujit experiment, which is using light reaction, and this project is confidential. So next, we also did our own experiment, which is we synthesize diazonium salt using Skiman method. We obtain the salt and purify it after 3 hours, and this reaction is similar to the Sand-Meyer reaction. Diazonium salts are useful in the synthesis of a large variety of organic compounds, especially aryl derivative. So we also learned about basic and principle of NMR from our postgrad student. And we are encouraged to join School Tree organized by JBNU as a exchange student. So we got the chance to learn Korean culture and language in interesting ways. And this is our picture of Korean classes. So for the experience or knowledge, I experienced on using rotary evaporator hands-on to concentrate the compound. I also learned the principle of rotary evaporator. I also learned the principle of NMR, and postgraduates demonstrated on experiment under nitrogen condition by using the glove box. And I also performed how to purify the compound using thin layer chromatography and column chromatography method. So from there, I know that thin layer chromatography is much faster and convenient compared to column chromatography. And I learned on how to handle polar and non-polar compounds properly so that we can isolate the desired compound. And I also learned on how to make a bed for column chromatography. I learned to make column chromatography from scratch. So for the conclusion, the experience and knowledge during the internship at the Department of Chemistry in Chongbuk National University was great. So during the internship, I was assigned to review scientific journals to understand what laboratory work was. Then I entered the laboratory. I was introduced and learned to handle equipment such as rotary evaporator and NMR. I also performed thin layer chromatography and column chromatography to purify the desired compound. So the knowledge and research skills can be improved as I was doing the lab work. So this is important for chemists and science students that work in laboratories. So for comment or suggestion, I think I need more on hands-on experiment and handle the machine. For the lab environment, I have nothing to comment on because I was surrounded with great work environment and positive people. I also can ask anything that I don't understand. So yeah, this is my picture with supervisor and postgrad student and lab partner. I think that's all. Thank you.
Okay, Fitri, I think it's the same comment that I have for Najwa, but also
Yes.
I would like to know what did you do for your FYP previously?
Oh, before this, I did organic chemistry too, but under supervised by Dr. Nur Kartini. I did on natural product.
But at least you have some experience in terms of column.
No, this is the first time I did the column. Before this, I did on antioxidant.
Okay. You didn't do any extraction, natural product extraction using column before this.
No.
All right. Okay. Did you manage to like how many times you can see Prof. Anna during your time there?
Few times, like 5,
So,
because she's very busy.
okay, but she, I mean, look at your, what did you do, your work in the lab, or she communicated through the postdocs?
Oh, she come to the lab and always ask our progress.
All right, okay. So when you, did you have any like opportunity to join their progress meeting with other postgraduates?
No, but the postgraduate student will always tell anything update or get us up to date if anything.
Right, it's fine. So so how's your life in Korea? I mean, you
It was great.
you go
I
to class
feel so sad.
Huh?
Dah nak balik.
because of you have to I mean raya in Korea, right?
Yes.
Puasa as well,
Dapatlah rasa perantauan.
kat rantauan. But do you meet did you meet any like postgraduates from Malaysia?
We meet another lecturer from UPM too.
But not PhD from other universities, postgraduates from Malaysia, no?
No, ada tapi dia course lain.
It's okay. I mean, usually during Raya, they have this like gathering. You don't have that? Tak ada.
Dengan kawan-kawan je. Dengan kawan-kawan je.
So it's okay, right? Okay, so what are other things that you, comparison of work culture based on your experience in Malaysia, as well as you compare it with your work culture in Korea?
To be honest,
Yes, please be
work
honest.
culture. Yes,
Culture,
to be honest. Work culture here, I don't feel any pressure.
Really?
And yes, I don't feel any pressure. And I can like, if I don't understand anything, I can ask. Macam dekat Malaysia, kalau saya nak tanya postgrad, waktu saya buat FYP dulu pun saya macam takut. Ada macam, boleh ke tanya ni? Macam bodohnya tanya benda macam ni. Macam tu. Tapi bila dekat sini, dia macam okey je. Dia nak cerita dari awal. Dia bagi tahu benda-benda simple macam tu. So macam saya tak rasa downgrade diri saya, dan saya okey je nak tanya apa-apa.
Right.
Kalau saya tak tahu macam tu.
So I think in terms of diligent ni rajin ke tak, ataupun
Sangat rajin.
Sangat
rajin. Sangat rajin pergi makan pun 30 minit tepat-tepat. Yeah. Laju gila jalan.
Okay.
Kejut saya.
Any other things that you observe in terms of their custom? Cara lah. Custom ni tak guess it's not just working style, but then their lifestyle that you find very interesting, that you wish to adopt ke apa ke. Observation, your own observation.
Selain daripada hardworking dengan very on time, diorang ni juga macam Kalau buat tu buat betul-betul. Macam
Serius lah ya.
sangat-sangat nak cakap macam mana?
Tak apa, cakap je.
Macam bagus gila.
Betul-betul lah
Tak
kan.
tahu nak cakap macam mana. Tapi sangat bagus.
That's good.
Semua cepat. Apa-apa
cepat
kalau
pun.
boleh semua nak cepat.
Kat Malaysia pun cepat, tapi cepat takut cincai lah. Itu je lah.
Tapi kat sini lain. Kalau bas pun pukul 8 tu dah jalan. Bukan 8 tu baru naik bas.
Okay, good lah. So, how many months that you spend there? Now is
4
4 months. Okay, so tak sabar nak balik dah ni.
next week balik.
Tak sabar nak balik dah ya, tak apalah.
Nak raya haji pula.
Raya lagi sekali ya, take a break.
Raya
Yalah,
sekali
raya
lagi.
tahun ni raya grand sikit kan. Mesti jealous.
Sedih pula tak dapat balik.
Mesti jealous pula tengok kawan-kawan raya grand-grand tahun ni kan. Dah 2 tahun tak raya yang betul-betul lah kan. Sebab
Korea.
tak apalah. Tak apa. You gain something else. Okay, so I think there is no issue lah. Cuma working in industry in Malaysia is a bit different lah. Memang dia punya frame itu lain lah. Tapi tak apa. I mean you always can adapt yourself. As long as you ask around, kena pandai bawa diri lah. Itu je. Okay.
Betul.
So I think thank you Fitri, Najwa.
Okay.
Just send the slide to me. Alright. Please send the slide.
Alright.